10 minutes after the hour. You're in tune to the all-new Blaze 420 AM, and we lit. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Cannafist, my man Justin. What's up, brother?
Hey, how you doing, brother?
All right, man. All right, brother. We're very appreciative to have the opportunity to have you in studio, man, and talk a little bit about the upcoming big-time event happening at Lost Lakes, man. Let me in, brother. What's going on?
Oh, man, this is going to be a great time. On Saturday, July 24th, we're having the inaugural OKC Cannafist event happen at the Lost Lakes Adventure Park at 3501 Northeast 10th Street. I mean, it's a huge venue. Potentially, we could have anywhere, up to 80,000 people in attendance, but we're shooting for anywhere from 5 to 10,000 just for our event.
Sure.
We're going to have a local rap battle tournament hosted by Queso Bobby. Okay. We're going to have concerts. We're still putting together a couple of artists. We had to make some changes. You know how things go.
Sure.
But,
sure.
That's all going to be capped off with a crescendo of epic kickboxing action.
All right.
Aired live on Fight TV pay-per-view, featuring our main event with Alex Perez taking on Shane Armstrong for the inaugural 155-pound Oklahoma Kickboxing Championships, 155-pound championship. So it's going to be awesome. Our co-main event is featuring Montaigne, the Monster McFarland.
The Monster.
Oh, man.
The Monster.
He's an up-and-coming superstar for sure. Taking on Daniel Turner out of Texas, and that's going to be phenomenal. We got women fighting, Ashley Tratier versus Daisy Garcia. Ashley is a two-time kickboxing champion and veteran herself.
Wow. That's big.
In Muay Thai and K1 rules. Both of these ladies are coming to put on a performance of a lifetime. We've got 18 total fights so far slated, and it's set to be one of the biggest events of the summer and probably the best cannabis-themed kickboxing event ever to grace Oklahoma.
So talk a little bit about your background, because as far as kickboxing is concerned, you're not new to it. You're true to it. You were a former kickboxer yourself. Is that correct?
I'm a former mixed martial artist.
Okay.
I'm a retired professional fighter. I fought for about 15 years. I retired back in 2014. My last fight was against the former Rage in the Cage heavyweight champion Brad Failer. Before he became the champion, I took a good butt whooping with that one.
Right.
But
right.
He's definitely a hoss.
Sure.
He's one of those roughnecks that he became a champion for a reason.
Absolutely.
I retired from the sport. It just wasn't going my way, but I still have a love for all combat sports, whether it's boxing, kickboxing, MMA, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, stuff like that. I love bringing on martial arts to our communities. And now we're getting an opportunity to bridge a gap between the cannabis community and martial arts. And we're really going to be able to bring those two industries together.
Sure.
Because one of our goals is to try to bring cannabis more mainstream.
Absolutely.
Because cannabis, as a lot of cannabis users know, truly helps with recovery. With athletes, your sports athletes, it's obviously in the news with the current Olympic athletes right now. Testing positive for cannabis, which everybody knows that cannabis is not a performance enhancing drug. And I don't
unless you're in the Hunger Games.
Right.
Yeah, I guess. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be performing live at the Cannafist. You can, don't throw tomatoes, please. No tomatoes, but I'll be performing. Extra added attraction. I'll be doing jokes.
You're going to be there live doing some play-by-play with us, man. That's going to be awesome.
Absolutely, man. Blaze 420 AM will be live in the atmosphere along with our good friends from the Big Boys Sports Show. Big Boys love their toys and big boys love their sports. We'll be taking the beat to the street live at Lost Lakes, doing some big time announcing. Looking forward to it, man. Boxing is a long time love of mine.
Absolutely.
Combat sports, mixed martial arts, kickboxing. I love all of it. I really do. I remember watching it back in the day. If people who are true ESPN fans, not the new fans, back in the day when they had no programming, man, they had tons and tons of mixed martial arts, kickboxing, a lot of boxing back then. Now all of a sudden they're gone mainstream and they're going to go with NFL and NBA. Who do they think they are?
Traditional wrestling.
Yeah.
I used to love the NCAA wrestling tournaments on ESPN. Man, I loved it.
Absolutely.
Get any kind of combat sport, wrestling, boxing. Those are the oldest martial arts in the world.
Justin, please share with the people what gave you a love and an affinity, and what's sparked you to bring about putting on these events?
Man, I've competed in so many of them. I found I've competed all over the country, and I've come across promotions that treated fighters really well. I came across promotions that treated fighters really badly. Here locally, we have quite a few promotions that do really well and they treat their fighters well, and I want to add to that. So I came on with a local MMA company and was blessed with an opportunity to intern with one of the promoters, who like now I consider like family to us, and he's given us the opportunity to learn things about promoting fights, whether it's MMA or boxing or any kind of combat sport fight. Learn the ins and outs and all the intricacies that are involved with promoting, and it's like you can't even get that at a university. So I got that awesome real-time hands-on experience with them, and truly got to come on as a promoter myself, and I have a wonderful team to build, because one of the lessons that I learned working with them is that you can't do this by yourself.
Speaking of the team, man, shout out, please. I had the wonderful opportunity of meeting your family and your team last night. We had dinner, and great people, man. We laughed because I sometimes when you meet people in this business, you have that tingly feeling on the back of your neck that something is just not right. So I didn't have that feeling, so I felt safe, man. You have a great staff, good family. Shout some of those folks out, man, and talk about how they just assist you in doing what you do, man.
Absolutely. Well, of course, I always got to start with my queen of my life, my wife, Amanda. She tolerates so much from me.
Shouts out to Amanda. Hey, Amanda.
She sees my stresses. She sees me at my worst, and helps make me my best.
All right.
And I'm nothing without her.
All right.
I got her right there by my side the whole time. Of course, I've got my sister Trisha Christie, who is also a co-owner of our other company, Fast Productions LLC. And FAST is actually an acronym. It's not really meant to mean quick, but we still are quick.
That's right.
What we do. But the acronym is Family Always Stand Together.
Okay.
Because family is literally the most important thing in our lives. So if you notice, like if we'll ever come together, we are a big family unit. And that's how we treat all of our businesses, and that's bleeding over into the Cannafist, OKC Cannafist. We've got Time Dunekeen, which is our president of our company. We love having her as basically the face of our company. She's such a strong, powerful woman who comes from a long history of promoting, matchmaking. She's a martial artist herself as well. Her father was a pro wrestler back in the day, known as the Puma. He was a promoter.
The Puma.
I
like that. I like that.
He's awesome. He's very supportive of us. He, supportive of his daughter. She's such a person of integrity that I'm so proud to work with her. So I mean, we're just so happy to be able to have such a great team. We're bringing in our matchmaker Will Flo. He's out of Fort Worth, Texas.
Okay.
But he'll be moving to Oklahoma here pretty soon.
Funky town.
For sure. But he's coming in, going to be moving here to Oklahoma soon. He'll be starting his gym. He has Fury Kickboxing, that promotion under his belt as well. So he'll be moving here, and we're going to be starting some cool stuff with him. But he has been a phenomenal matchmaker. Most times you get these kickboxing matches, they'll straggle on who's coming in. We had 22 fights set 2 months out from the event, and then luckily we've had a couple cut down. I hate to say that because I hate to see any fights cut, but I'm just like, all right, we're cutting them. We can't replace those because we need keep those time slots down. But we're going to have OKC Cannafist 2 coming up in October as well. We'll make a grand announcement at our OKC Cannafist event.
Now briefly, I'm going to take just a brief pause for the cause, and then we want to talk about, because that's a great segue, because I was literally wondering, you can't have this magnificent event and not follow it by another one. You can't do that. Amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 20 minutes after the hour. You're listening to Blaze 420 AM. We lit. We just happen to be the first and only cannabis radio station in the state of Oklahoma. You're on with Justin from Cannafist 2021. So, good sir, talk briefly about the event in October.
All right, so I'm not going to put too much out there because there's a lot of surprises.
You don't want to let the cat out of the bag. Okay.
Can't let the cat out of the bag.
All right.
Quite literally.
Sure.
That wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But so basically, if you want to get a really good sneak peek at what Cannafist 2 is going to be about, you've got to show up to Cannafist 1 on July 24th.
Absolutely.
We're really going to be putting out a really cool teaser trailer and really showing what kind of grandeur and showmanship that we're going to be able to put on these shows.
Sure.
It's going to be different than a lot of the regional shows that you go to for kickboxing, for MMA, boxing. We really want to put on a presentation and really want to make it feel like, as an audience member, you've really come to a great show.
Right.
Right. My sister and I, when we started Fast Productions, our goal with this was to eventually have a promotion where we could be like the Trans-Siberian Orchestra of MMA.
Oh, wow.
I know. We're not there yet. Trust me. Like, we don't have Hallmark money.
All right.
That's our goal. We really want to bring
Sure.
that excitement and that
energy.
Yeah, that energy.
Absolutely.
And something, something different. And that's literally why we have the hashtag on all of our Facebook pages. You can follow our Facebook page at Oklahoma Kickboxing Championships. We have the hashtag Let's Do Something Different.
Speaking of contact information, how can they connect with you? Speaking of your website, phone numbers, emails, Facebook, social media, give us the skinny, man. How can we reach out to Cannafest and be a part of this outstanding event?
Well, first and foremost, you can get your tickets at flatlandtickets.com. You can also check us out. We've purchased the URL of OKCCannafist.com. That'll link you straight to the Lost Lakes Adventure Park website for now, until we can move on further and decide to do something with the website when we get more material. And
sure,
we'll be able to put our replays of our fights and stuff like that on there.
Sure.
You can catch us on Facebook, Oklahoma Kickboxing Championships. You can check us out on a Facebook group called OKC Cannafist Tribe, and that's what we want to kind of brand our fans to be, that group of people that you are something different. We are something different. We're joining that OKC Cannafist revolution, and we're going to change the game. We're really going to come together as a unit, as a one people, to just make a difference here.
Man, this is awesome. So you have this event coming up shortly. You have the one in October. And this is just going to be part of the larger vision to continue to have these events on a fairly regular basis.
Absolutely. Our goal is to have one at least every quarter, every fiscal quarter, so every 3 months or so. We're already planning up to Cannafist 4. So we've got January for Cannafist 3. We don't have a date or venue set yet. We don't announce those until we have all that set. And then we start our matchmaking and building our cards from there. So we have a process. We are looking at April for Cannafist 4 as kind of an anniversary event almost. Granted, we're doing July for our first inaugural event, but being the fourth quarter of our starting period,
sure.
We're wanting to at least have April to kind of pay homage to the 420, April 20th.
Absolutely.
So we're going to try to make it around then.
Absolutely.
Obviously, that date, if you know about 2022, is going to be during the week. But I was talking with my wife.
They don't care.
Yeah, they don't care. I was talking with my wife. We may take over a place for an entire week and just have a week-long festival.
Wow,
so
outstanding.
We want those outdoor events to be the big, Woodstock, Weedstock feel,
Sure.
Something grand, something spectacular for people to just come together, be a cannabis community, be a martial arts community, music and entertainment community, all in one place where you can just have that amazing experience and know that you've really got what you paid for.
Man, we appreciate you, Justin, for stopping by and sharing Cannafist 2021 with us, man. We're looking forward to it, of course. Blaze 420 AM will be broadcasting live, taking the beat to the street. The Big Boy Sports Show will be in the house. We'll be calling the fights all night long. Looking forward to it, man. It's going to be an outstanding opportunity, a great venue, lots of fun had by all. It's 24 minutes after the hour. You're in tune to the Big Bad Blaze 420 AM. And we lit. Let's get back into the music. This is the Kaleidoscope Radio Network. Stay close.
Yes, I